Um, I would say I think just like being able to show all the work that we've done in the off season. Sit here at Texas, like this is the most that I've worked. Like we do so much with the track workouts, just summer workouts, doing both sessions, and we just put in so much time and effort. And being able to actually play against someone else other than ourselves, it's really fun. And to play against people other than like our practice players, I think it just is a good benchmark to show like where we are, what we need to work on, and like I know in our closed scrimmage we showed a lot of like really good glimpses of us on defense, and I think just knowing that that's like potential, I think that's really exciting because it's like, of course, the team at the very beginning of the season is different than the team at the very end, and I think that that's a good challenge for us. We see little glimpses of greatness, and I know that we're just going to work hard to get there. And so it's just a really exciting time of year.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything she said. I just add on, like, just being able to see, like, those freshmen come in and what big of a difference Maddie can make with our team. Me being my last year, you know, that brings a lot of excitement to it. Just coming into the season and just giving it my all. And just realizing like it is my last college year, and then just having you guys see what you guys don't see, right? The behind the scenes of like the hours of like hard times the team puts in together is what we're looking forward to.
Is there part of you guys that is been a lot of talk in football, I think, raised the 8 last year in the Big 12. Is there an excitement to, whether it's your last year with Texas or not, to do your own farewell tour in the Big 12? You know, you're going to get everybody's best shot, which is nothing new for Texas here.
Yeah, I think just being at the University of Texas, every single game, you will get the opponent's best shot. I don't even think that us leaving next year really impacts that, because if we would have stayed, if we would have left, they still would have all hated us, and still would have and still will give us their best shot. So I think just like coming to this university initially, you had to embrace the hate. And I think it's just really exciting to go out there and play and know that every single time you step out on the court, you're going to get your opponent's best. And knowing that there even now is an added factor to that just makes the stakes even higher and makes us want to win even more. And especially with that we have the chance to repeat for the conference championship, I think that it just increases the stakes and just makes it that much more fun.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say something. Being number one in our conference right now, preseason ranked, is, you know, a big target for us. And I feel like obviously we're going to do really well this season, and then going into SEC, I won't be there, but I know that they'll still have a target on their backs just because Texas always is super good and is known for, you know, their aggressiveness and their press. And so I feel like Texas will always have a target on their back.
With that said, you know, you guys officially close with whatever it was, you know, at the beginning of the new season for you guys. You know, this is where you showed, like you were saying earlier, just what you guys have been working on, but what that made you do just the last defeat, you know, you guys get ready for that.
You're talking about the Louisville game? That left, I think, a very sour taste in all of our mouths. And, like, not only losing that early, but losing at home. It was just really significant and embarrassing to do that in front of our home crowd. And Coach Schaefer has not let us forget it. And I think that that's a good tactic. For a while in the summer, he had the score of the game plastered everywhere that you could even look, in our gym, in our locker room, in the bathroom stalls even. And I think just embracing that, although it sucked and it hurt, not forgetting it, being able to like let your mind sort of move on and like turn the page, but not forgetting about the hurt and letting it drive you in a positive way. I think that's what our team really embraced this offseason. I think that our team we showed a lot of strength this offseason. Coach Schaefer and Zach and all of our coaches know how to push us really, really hard, and I think that we all leaned into that. And there were a few people on our team who sort of started a wave, Sarah and Rory, of coming in early and shooting and getting up extra shots, and then that started just a whole wave throughout the team of working harder and putting in extra work. And I think that that's going to be a reflection of how this year goes. I think all of our skill sets are going to be a little bit more tighter, hopefully, and just all of us being able to work together as a team. And so I think we really did use that loss for good, hopefully, and we'll see it this year.
Yeah, I mean, you got to embrace, the ups and downs, the defeats. Those definitely make us better as a team. And, we look back on those and we can learn from them, their learning experiences. So it's super good for us to go through those things together. And then even like in the off season when we're struggling with, whether it's track workouts or like people not finishing lines, we're pushing each other. It's a team collective. And so we know that we're going to be really good, and we just got to look at those ups and downs as positive.
What are 3 words that you would use to describe this year's Texas women's basketball?
I'd say togetherness. We're very tight and close-knit. I feel like that's what makes us good on and off the floor.
I would say competitive. I think that we're all very, very competitive. And we all want to win at the end of the day. And I think you can tell in our practices how competitive we are. And I would just say, you said, what was it?
Togetherness.
Togetherness.
Like relentless.
Yeah. I would say close. I feel like that's pretty similar to what she said, but I think that just our closeness off the court, it really is reflected on how we play. It's very rare in college basketball to have a team that is as close as we are with everyone. And it's a huge blessing because I think that when you're able to step on the court with people that you know through and through and you know that they have your back, it's powerful and it's just an extra component to your game and a competitive edge. And so I think that that will also be shown quite a bit this season for everyone watching. I hope it does, and it just makes the game more fun.
I'll add something too. I feel like we have good attitudes. I feel like, we all want to win. We all want to know. We know what our end goal is, and we know how to do that. I think like we don't care who scores that night. Like everyone's gonna have their night, and it's more of a a team where we know the end goal is to win.
For you last year with playing, how do you separate, like, going all out and
Yeah.
all in at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, it's bittersweet. It's sad, but it's also super exciting. I'm just grateful to be able to have 2 extra years to play here at Texas. It's been a huge learning experience. I've grown a lot as a player and as a person, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity and soaking it all in.
Why should fans, people outside this team be excited about y'all, what you can accomplish this season?
I think they should be excited for this year because, like I said, the closeness of our team, it helps create like a more fun atmosphere. And when you have that certain connection, like you can move the ball quicker, you can where someone's going to be when wherever they need to be. And so I think that that just makes basketball more fun. And I also think that we're just a fun group and we're entertaining. How we play is entertaining, and I think just us as people, we're a nice group. I think we're all pretty nice and we're fun to be around. And so just coming and watching, I think you'd be able to see that, how we play. And the Moody Center, I don't see why you wouldn't want to come and watch us play or watch any team in the Moody Center. It's a great place, great atmosphere, and I just think that we're going to have a lot of success this year, I hope. And we're just competitive at the end of the day. If you show up and watch us, we're going to compete.
Oh yeah, ditto.
I guess last one, what is this team's goal this season?
Win it all.
Big 12 tournament, regular season, and then go to the Final Four, win a national championship.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is that it?
We're good?
We're good?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Welcome.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for being here. It's an exciting time of year. Really looking forward to our kids being able to play tomorrow night. It's practice number 30 today. And the thought for the day is pressure is what you feel only when you don't know what you're doing. So there's your thought for the day. So please handle your business accordingly. Like you've been there, you've done it. But I'm excited for this team. I really love this team. I have great kids. They work really hard. We don't work well. I mean, all the time. We still turn the ball over way too much in practice. We still don't pass it as well as I'd like to, but it's not because we're not trying. But I'm encouraged by this team every day. Again, great kids. I got the best point guard in the country. So we can get D healthy. I really like the potential that this team possesses. So, again, excited about the opportunity. Got to watch a little bit last night of our future opponent when they were in Waco last night, and certainly think they are well coached, run some really good stuff, and we're going to have to really be really good early to play them. They scored 29 points the first half last night in Waco, and got some, again, the coaching staff does a great job, and they've got really good players. So we're gonna have to be ready to go. Hopefully we'll have a great crowd tomorrow night on opening night. You get one chance at a first impression. So our first chance is tomorrow night, and I know our kids are going to be ready.
Speaking of handling business, Taylor Jones said that over the summer you put the final score of the Louisville game in the stalls and around the facilities. Can you speak to the strategy behind that and where you learned to do something?
Yeah, so it's just something that, number one, it's not okay to play the way we played that last game of the year. Again, give Louisville credit. I thought they played probably the best they played all year long, but I didn't think we played very well. And so it's not okay. And so I know our kids didn't feel like it was okay, so we just put the score up everywhere and put the two teams up there that were represented, and it was just a way to not forget and to use that as motivation. I had it in my own office, had it on my own desk, because the coach doesn't need to forget either. And, it just, again, I just think it's a symbol of our focus throughout the summer to get better. And, again, my job is to make sure they understand what comes with being here at the University of Texas. And, we just needed to play better, and hopefully, that would motivate them through off season in the summer, and I think it did. Where did I get it? I think that's been well documented. I got, when we got beat by 60 in the Bridgeport Regional in the Sweet 16, that third year at Mississippi State, we put the number 60 everywhere in our facility when Connecticut beat us. And, same type of deal. On the door when you sign my door, in the locker room, bathroom stall, weight room, everywhere, training room, everywhere, just as a reminder that it's not okay. And, in that instance, 365 days later, we got another opportunity at the same school with the same team. And, we were able to win a game in the Final Four in overtime. So I think those kids understood it. They were a completely different team the second time that we played them versus the first time. And so I think this team, again, a year older, a year wiser, hopefully more healthy than we were at the end of the year last year. I think that obviously played a part in where we were at the time. I think it'll, I'm sure that this team's going to be much more prepared for the season. Again, we got to stay healthy.
Talked about what comes with playing at Texas. With the last year in the Big 12, that target gets even bigger. Is that something you talked about embracing with the team?
Yeah, so as I've told the team, like, they're never going to do anything harder in their life from a competitive standpoint than what they're fixing to go through this season. We're not only the last year in the Big 12, we've been picked to win the Big 12, so now you have to lead from the front. There's nothing harder in competitive athletics than leading from the front. And it's always easy when you're picked third or fourth, you sneak up and you win it. But when you're picked from the front, everybody knows you're picked from the front, and you got that target on you. Well, that's just another target, as you know, when you have Texas on your chest, and here where you're always going to have a target. You could have finished 6th or 7th year before, and you still got a big target on you if you got Texas on your chest. So the fact that we won the Big 12 a year ago. We're the defending champions. We're now picked to win it, and we're the last year in the Big 12, and they can't wait to kick us out the door. It's going to be hard for them, no question about it. But I think they'll be ready. I think they'll be well equipped to handle it, and that's my job as a coach to make sure they know what's coming. I think they're fully aware of what's coming.
What do you kind of want to see from the team these first couple weeks? And do you even try to set a rotation knowing that Aaliyah and Giannis still have to get back and work their way into things?
Yeah, I mean, I think we do have to have a rotation for sure. I think we have to have some chemistry with our kids and our team. And, I want to see us, Dan, take care of the ball. Like, we turned it over way too much last year, in my opinion. It starts with Rory. She's got to take really good care of the ball, and I think if she does, then it permeates through my team. So I was disappointed. We had 18 turnovers the other night against Midwestern State here at home. We only had 12 against USC in the close scrimmage, 6 each half, and that's more in line with what I'm interested in. So taking care of the ball, I think just our guards, understand the importance of passing the ball in the pocket. If you're turning the floor and a shooter's got to reach over their head to get a pass, by the time they grab it, pull it down, and get ready to shoot, the defense has already recovered. You got to hit them in the pocket. You got to take pride in your passing. Those post players have to take pride in giving them their numbers to those passers. When they're posting, everybody's got a job to do when it comes to turning the floor and passing the ball and doing those things. And sometimes it's just taken for granted. I want to see us rebound better, Danny. I want to see us box out, put a butt in the gut when a shot goes up. I want to see 5 kids checking. That's a stat we stat every game is each possession. Did 5 look? Did 4 look? Did 3 look? Did 2 look? Did only one person look to block out? And then next practice after a game, we have make-up block-out time. If you didn't block out 18 times, you got 18 blockouts you're fixing to do before we start practice. And so rebounding is such a big component of championship mentality. And, you can play the greatest defense in the world. If you don't block out, that's part of rebounding is part of defense. I was reminded of that once as an assistant when I was in charge of the defense. Coach Blair walked by my door after we gave up 25 offensive rebounds at home to an unranked Oklahoma State team and got upset. And he reminded me of that as he walked by my office door one morning. And I got the message. I made one phone call and got two rebounding drills that I use to this day from the best team in the country at the time in rebounding. I don't ever claim to know it all. And that morning when he made that comment, I got right on the phone and got me 2 rebounding drills for practice that day because I sure wasn't going to go to practice and do what we've been doing because it obviously wasn't working. So I want to see us do that and, play with some energy and passion. I'm going to tell you, I thought our guys were great last night, especially that first half. I thought they came out and played with a ton of energy. I thought they were really good on the defensive end. I thought Coach had them really locked in to play hard on that end. And I thought there was a big difference in them from their exhibition to their opener. I want to see that from my kids. I want to see us be different from our exhibition against Midwestern State where we give up 34 points and a half to tomorrow night, how we play and what our stance looks like, our energy level, our communication. Those are all things we've been working diligently on, but you got to take it to the floor. So, that may be a lot, but that's my expectation in these, in tomorrow night, and then you got to get ready to go again on Sunday.
Vic, what three words would you describe this year's Texas basketball?
Well, the three I want to use is tough, physical and aggressive. That's typically my teams. That's what we aspire to be. That doesn't say anything about your jump shot or your skill set. But if somebody describes your team as a tough, physical, aggressive team, whether it's your football team, basketball team, whatever, I think any coach here on campus of our 21 sports would go, yeah, I like that. That's what I want my team to be described as. And so I think right now, if I had to describe my team, I think I would describe it as learning. We're still learning. We're still trying to develop some chemistry, within a group of players that we have. And so I think we aspire, though, to be, the tough, physical, aggressive basketball team that I want to be. And, we are a veteran team right now. I think if we're learning, we're still a veteran. We are a veteran team with older players, but we've got some different pieces that we're adding to the puzzle. Gisela and Jacquelinga and, Gisela and Madison and Jordana that are trying to learn how to play at this level. And so you've got that green tomato component, as I say, that you're adding to a group that might be a little more seasoned and mature. So, and all those kids, we need them to all be a part of playing.
You've been asked a lot about Maddie. Is there any part of you that just is excited to see her out there and go and learn, especially here early in the season?
Yeah, I'm excited to watch her, y'all. You're going to really enjoy her. She's a really great kid, number one. I just enjoy coach. I enjoy seeing her every day. She's always a happy kid, smile on her face, wanting to learn. She soaks up everything. She's coachable. But I enjoy seeing her play the game. She plays it the right way. She's learning how hard you have to play defensively, like most freshmen. But she knows the importance of playing on that end. And, again, if somebody talks about your team and says, man, they play really hard, they're probably not talking about the offensive end. Let's just be honest. They're probably talking about the defensive end. And so, but, getting that, I was walking over with her today, and I'm like, you're not going to be nervous now, opening night. You're a freshman, I get it, but you've done this a bunch, but it is your first opening night as a college player is what I'm thinking in my head. And, of course, the response is always, I don't know, Coach, I got this. And of course that's what you want. You don't want them to go, oh yeah, Coach, I'm going to be nervous as heck. You don't want that, but it's an exciting time. You get one opening night, right? As a college player, it's going to be her first. It's going to be her opening night. So I'm excited to see her play. I know her teammates love playing with her, man. They love playing with her. She's really unselfish. I mean, she's not a kid that's got to get hers. She gets hers through you and you and you. She really enjoys the pass as much as the shot, and almost to a fault.
Well, I can't shoot, so she's not gonna get.
Yeah, me either.
Both Taylor and Shaylee kind of talked about they're looking forward to kind of seeing the hard work that they have this offseason kind of pay off.
Yeah.
On Wednesday. From your vantage point, how hard did this team work this offseason?
I was thinking about that last night, watching some of these teams play across the country, and I think what I really appreciate about this team and what I really love about them is they went to work. They spent countless hours in the gym. They worked hard in the off season. We didn't have, I didn't have kids, with excuses of why they couldn't be here this day or that day, or they just went to work. And I think that they're to be commended for that in today's world where these kids are all getting yanked in different directions, and they got NIL deals, and they got to be gone 3 or 4 days to do this one and that one. our kids went to work, and they're not worried about that. And not that they don't have their own things going, and they all do, but at the same time, I think they get the big picture of basketball and education and what their goals are for our team. And I really appreciate that about them. You know, we just, other than the occasional somebody in the family got married or something like that, our kids were in the gym, they were working, and they were doing stuff on their own. They were in there extra a lot. So, again, it's hard to not like this group. It's hard to not love them because they are a great group and they work really hard. And I'm excited to see them evolve over the course of the season and grow and come together. And it'll be again, I got to get D healthy. I need to get Amo healthy. And if we can get those two kids healthy, that's two difference players, y'all. Those are two kids that are difference players. They can make plays. And when you have kids that can make plays, you've got a chance. Rory Harmon can make plays. When stuff breaks down and you can't run, you've run out of your pretty offense and all of a sudden somebody got to go make a play, those kids can make plays. And so, as I told the team the other day, we're really lucky to have Khadijah Faye and Taylor Jones at the 5. Like, those kids can make a shot. They can make a play in the hole. They command somebody guard them with respect. And so that makes it, a whole lot better for those guards when you've got that component to your team. And not only that, when the guards take a bad shot or take a shot and miss a shot, they can clean up their mess sometimes. So Hattie will take a charge. I love that about her. Taylor alters shots and block shots. I love that about her. So, I like what we've assembled. You look around the country, y'all, we were able to keep our kids. We were able to keep these kids and keep them here and working together. So I like the fact that we can have that great chemistry with this group. I think you saw yesterday there's teams struggling with chemistry this early in the season. I was talking to Coach Terry this morning. It's so hard when you take, we took 4. I think it's something you all, as the media, it's just, you just don't realize. We took 4 new kids last year, 4 out of the portal, put them together, and at the end of the year, those kids were able to develop chemistry with each other and be a conference champion. Like, that's so hard to do, y'all. Those kids had been in other programs for 3 and 4 years and developed habits at those places. And then they come here, and like Shaylee and Sonia, they didn't even get here till the start of school. So we had 2 months to get them ready for practice and a season and to try to develop some type of team bonding and team chemistry and give those kids credit. Taylor's and Hattie, all 4 of those kids, they really bought in and identified with how I wanted to play, how we wanted to play, how we do things here at Texas, and did it. So this team we've been able to keep together. And so that should give us an advantage, y'all. I'm sure that was in the minds of everybody that voted us preseason, conference champions, because that's what you expect from a team like we have. So, again, my job is to make sure that we try to get that done. But it's good to start where we're starting, I can tell you that. All right. Appreciate y'all. Praise the Lord and hook 'em horns.